Roy's here talking about that Tennessee game. Did you see that Tennessee game?
Yeah,
we saw it, Roy. You're so excited. Look who's in the kitchen. Wake up. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Maddie Cooper. Hey, look that way. I'm going to beat you, girl. Beat you.
What's that mean?
This is Athens in the AM on a live edition. Sheila Lauderdale on a Wednesday morning edition of the most popular program ever on Highway 72 in Athens, Alabama. That, and it's the only one. Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. Let's get this party started. Zack's fired up and ready to go.
Roll Tide.
Hey, Zack,
That's it.
You drinking any of that Stiff Bull?
No, I didn't get any.
Roy, did you get my email the other day about that Stiff Bull?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, Cody, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, you had a rough night, huh?
Pretty rough.
What's
up?
I'm the newest distributor of Stiff Bull.
Oh, what is that?
It is. Don't ask.
Don't want to know. Don't ask.
Roy went to their website. It was shut down. It just came out on Daily Mail. They had so much. It's last Thursday up here. Dusty drank a whole pot of coffee. This stuff gives you instant Viagra feelings.
Oh, okay.
And lasts for 3 days on a cup of coffee.
I think Dusty was first in line to try it when he was here Thursday. So
This
there you
morning's
go.
show brought to you by Hometown Market. Don, you want me to get you some?
Boys.
Don't need any.
Do you feel like you're at the high school, Coach?
Yeah. Hey, this portion of the show brought to you by Hometown Market. The specials are in there. Glory will have them for you in just a moment. Hometown Market, 5 locations, 1 near you. Let's get it cranking on this Wednesday morning. Here's Glory with yet another rainless forecast.
It is a rainless forecast. Sorry, but no rain this week at all. Not even a pop-up shower to talk about. But the cooler temperatures are definitely here in the morning. Those 50s feel quite nice, but yet it will warm up quite nicely. High temperatures today will hit around 88, 89 degrees. Tomorrow, pretty much the same thing. Nothing at all to talk about as far as the weather's concerned other than beautiful days ahead. It's definitely feels like fall. Fall is here to stay. Look at those lows. 47.
It's 90 yesterday. It's going to be 90. Great day to be up practicing football in full pads.
That's right.
There's outside this morning. Got it going on. A little street shot.
Hey, the humidity level is down, so the guys have to feel that.
Oh, yeah. Well, Cody,
Definitely.
been a rough night, huh?
Yeah.
A long night.
Yeah, a long night. Stayed in the emergency room a while.
Nothing like staying in that waiting room, huh?
Yep. Karen had some kidney stones. She probably don't want me saying
Ouch, ouch.
Boy, that's
that. At this point, I don't think she cares.
Yeah.
She's in,
Roy, you
in a lot
got
of
nothing
pain.
for that to knock that out immediately?
We keep it from reoccurring. It's as simple as, believe it or not, white oak bark will stop you from having kidney stones.
What will?
Got any
White
with you?
oak bark. I got a tree.
Got any with you?
And it's about $5.50 a bottle. And everybody I've ever put on it that takes them never has another kidney stone.
Got any with you?
No, sir.
Can you open up right now? Get over there.
Jamie wants to start popping up.
Get it from Cody or do
Good for Karen.
Not much. How you been, Jamie?
I've been excellent.
So when we going to Tuscaloosa together?
I ain't going to Tuscaloosa.
Oh, come on, let's go.
Barely walk back
That
forth to my
requires
house.
walking.
Yeah, I might watch a Tennessee game with Roy. You Tennessee fans are on cloud 9, aren't you?
Well, they
We are
should
floating.
be.
Y'all gonna lose.
Miracles do happen.
Well, y'all gonna lose the next 2 games.
I don't know about that.
Sergeant Carter's got him going on. Sergeant Carter's got him going on.
Sergeant Carter.
Yeah.
They said that was the new hairdo in Knoxville. Everybody's getting their hair done, getting the butch cut.
Butch Jones look.
Hey, can I say something real quick about the debate?
Oh, I ain't even talked about that yet.
I just want to say one thing, y'all. In the Bible, Cain murdered Abel. Last night, Pence slaughtered Cain.
Boy, that guy made a fool of himself. I think USA Today's got that on the front page this morning. I watched it when I got up this morning. Everybody is saying that Pence,
He was awesome.
Cain acted like an
Well, he
idiot.
held his control and
Who cares
acted like
about
a
Donald
grown-up.
Trump's tax returns? There's bigger issues out there.
Hey, I'm a businessman. I wish you'd teach me how to do that.
Thank you.
I wish
Thank you.
I wish you'd call me last week before I wrote that big check
yeah.
that I can't afford to write this time right now in my life. But anyway, let's go to Zack right now. Bama Zack with KFC Sports.
It's time for Sports with Bama Zack. Brought to you by Kentucky Fried Chicken. The best fried chicken in Athens and Limestone County.
Amen.
Hey, go to KFC today, get you some chicken if you're hungry at lunch, supper, whatever. And if you're angling for anything, go see Roy and the gang and hook you up with some MSM or whatever you got. Hey, I heard we sold a lot of $9 off MSM, and we might have some more specials coming down the line.
What, you running a business?
He's got his own little thing going on over there.
What, you the marketing expert now down there?
Go, Zack, go.
For more specials.
Go,
Next thing I
Zack.
know, you be down Kentucky Fried Chicken out front. I don't want to roll one of them signs. Get people-
I'll be passing out some chicken littles.
I like chicken too.
Hey, look, don't have a whole lot, but
All right, thank you, Zach.
Well, Bama, their improved passing game will be going up against Arkansas 6 o'clock on ESPN. I think second half, a lot of people will think, Jalen Hurts got it going, especially with Calvin Ridley. So we hope that continues to work out. Auburn will be playing Mississippi State, 11 o'clock SEC Network. Ex-Madison Academy and true freshman Malik Miller is going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. He had knee surgery. So that'll put
4 to
more
6
carry.
weeks? Is that what that
Former
was?
Madison Academy player Kerryon Johnson will be getting some more carries. In the wild card, if anybody carries baseball last
We
night,
don't.
the Blue Jays won 5-2 and 11 on a walk-off home run. Giants Mets play wild card. Now, I think that's stupid, 1-game wild card. I think that'll be 2 out of 3 or something. I don't know.
Now you're telling Major League
Baseball.
Baseball how to
Yeah, I'm
run
on
their
Major
deal,
League
too.
Baseball now. Hey,
He's on
real
a roll
quick,
there.
high school rankings for teams locally: 7A, James Clemens 7, Bob Jones 8, Hartsville's 8 and 6A, Russellville 6, 5A. 4A's well represented. Madison Academy 2, Rogers 7,
Where's New Hope?
Jackson and West 10. In 3A, Clark County 6, 2A Tanner 6, Sheffield's 8, and then 1A the Character.
Where's New Hope?
New Hope is nowhere to be seen.
Maybe
Nowhere
next
to
year,
be
John.
found.
Maybe next year.
I did find out my nephew's wearing one of my old numbers.
Is he really?
I'm 13. My 2 brothers were 26. That's twice as good as me.
They were
That's why
good.
Oh, is that why they gave you 13?
I was the only guy ever on the team that had 2 different numbers. I had 16 to start with, and then I wanted to be like Don Maynard.
I was going to
Yeah.
spit up or something. I'm through.
So I went to 13.
There you go.
Then I had both. What, Zach?
He's done.
I'm done.
You finished?
Yeah, I'm finished.
All right, back to the debate. I didn't watch any of it. Was it that bad last night?
It was, Kane just come unglued and showed the true colors of the liberal movement in America, and it is a sad movement. I'm just going to say it's sad. It really is.
But until they can, when's old, what's his name, going to release all them emails he's got about Hillary? Is he going to do anything this week?
Assange.
Assange?
Yeah, he's-
Well, Guccifer, who they think is actually the real source.
Lucifer, Guccifer.
Guccifer, G-U-C-C-I-F-E-R, released some yesterday, a screenshot of what he says he has.
What was it?
He says he's got all the the Clinton Foundation emails, that he hacked their server and he's got it all.
Don't you know those things can be found?
Oh, yeah,
Everything can be found.
Oh, sure.
Somebody knows right where they are.
Assange is just trying to stay alive.
Oh, yeah, he's worried about being killed.
Because about a month ago, there was an attempt to break into the embassy, into where he is. At,
All right, enough
Ecuador.
about all. Let's get to the major story. Do you
Tennessee
think
by 3 this
Do you
week.
think Kim Kardashian was really robbed?
That's the main
Of course not.
I think that was
not.
a setup. She's
Think
going to
so.
get insurance money and have her jewelry.
And publicity.
Well, the thing you're talking
publicity's
about
the
now,
big
she
thing,
left
the big thing.
Paris within 2 hours of this happening.
Well, she's on a private
you know
jet.
Kim Kardashian is, don't you?
I've heard of
Yeah.
it.
She's on a private jet, so she can
And
leave
we're
whenever she
talking
wants to. She's on her own G5 or whatever.
She was afraid of being raped. That was her excuse.
Oh,
Did they get
I didn't hear that
in?
part.
Oh, yeah, she was scared of being raped.
Oh, okay. All right. You do
They
you.
probably had a dang video camera when they busted in. That's probably,
You know what? Wait a
one of the
minute. There are
conspiracy
video
theories is their
cameras
shows, the
everywhere.
ratings are so bad that they did that just as the publicity's done.
There are video
That's not a
cameras
conspiracy.
everywhere,
Who
but yet
carries
you
around
can't see
$15
that
million
one.
worth of jewelry? I know you do. You wear about that much every day. But,
I make my wife wear the fake stuff.
yeah.
When you travel.
Have you
When you
seen them
travel,
fake
yeah.
wedding bands now you can buy? You buy them like 5 at a time.
They're
They're
rubber, aren't they?
They're
Rubber.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
silicone.
rubber.
Yeah, the football players are wearing
A
them.
couple people at church got
50% of them bounce.
They don't hang
anyway.
on them. Huh?
Yeah.
Rubber, 50% of them bounce.
Well, if I'd have had that in my first 3 marriages, I'd have.
I wouldn't have been able to melt them all and make my dream ring that I did.
right, I got a lot of stuff to talk about. I'll take an early break. Tomorrow we're going to be feeding the neighborhood. We got a chef coming up here.
What are we having?
Do tomorrow
having?
it's
I don't even know.
There's shrimp and
Oh, yeah, Cajun.
Oh, what time?
Connection.
6 o'clock. Cajun, what's the name of that restaurant?
Cajun Connection.
Cajun Connection.
We may need to ride over here in the morning, Roy.
From my old buddy Zeke. He'll be up there in Ardmore up here tomorrow.
Cody says, just let me take a nap.
I'm gonna make it.
You gonna make it?
I'm gonna make it.
Coach, you want some of my coffee?
I've already had a couple of cups already.
You want some of the coffee I'm making?
You don't want to know that, Coach.
His wife's in the hospital. No.
No, hang on. And now it's time to play the most popular game show ever, and the only one in Athens, Alabama.
6 a.m.
Jamie, got a new player over here on set 2 this morning.
She's going to win.
What
Maddie
number are
Cooper. You ready? Maddie, this is a wrong answer. This is a right answer. All right, here we go. Why has the Athens City Council postponed next week's meeting?
Spring break. The fall break.
Wrong answer, Zach. Fall break. Got the right answer.
They get a break.
Who is the new mayor of Moulton?
you? Molten.
Seth?
Roger Weatherwax collected 51% over a unseat 3-term mayor Ray Alexander.
So he got 18 votes?
Wow. Yeah, probably.
57.
57.
He got 772 votes in Moulton.
Ooh.
Who's the new mayor of Decatur?
Yeah, it's a good turnout.
Tab Bowling.
Tad Bowling is the right answer. He won by how much?
He blew him out. I don't know how
Yeah,
much.
it was
Almost 75% over there, the incumbent.
Lawrence,
that way.
too.
All right, enough politicals. Why? How many signatures did Seth have to have to get the Limestone County?
5,000?
What?
Did he have to get 5,000?
6,000.
6,000.
Can y'all hear me?
I can.
I can.
I can.
Yeah, we can.
You're pretty loud.
I can hear you fine.
All right, here's the main question. Let me go to the backup microphone this morning where y'all
That
can't hear
sounds
me.
better. Yeah.
Well, dang it, when you hand it to me, you're supposed to have
Come on, Handy.
it. You know, good help. You'd think you'd know that by now.
Live TV.
And, you know, USA
Today, every day has each state listed on what's happening in that state.
Okay.
What do y'all think it's got listed for Alabama? We're number 1 in there today.
Something to do with football?
That'd be a wrong answer.
Oh.
Good guess.
Yeah.
Christy Lee Hammond, 34, was accused of violating a domestic violence protection from abuse order and attacking her husband
With the
a wet
roller?
paint roller in Elkmont, Alabama. There she is. We had this yesterday. It's on
With a
A&M.
paint roller.
Yeah.
A wet paint roller.
Could
How
get
much
up to
damage
2
could
The
you
years
do?
only
for that.
problem we ain't figured out yet is what color
That's
was
what
it.
I was going to ask you.
Well,
What-
white
don't
by
know
the
that.
color of her
Huh?
shirt.
What in the world?
Yes.
What was the original? You taking your kids to Cathedral Caverns yet?
I have not.
When they turned the state park, I was there when they sold that thing for $300,000 in 1977. What's the former name of Cathedral Caverns? No, there isn't. No at all. Bats Cave.
Bats
I'm just
Cave.
updating. That's a state park now.
I didn't know that.
All right, let me move on down to some other things here. All right, y'all have heard of the Devil's Tower Monument in Wyoming?
Yes.
You have heard of it. You have heard of it. What was the first United States president to do the first national monument?
Was it Roosevelt?
Theodore Roosevelt. Right answer, D.
Yeah.
D.
That is a right
Yeah.
answer. Well, they're saying that Devil's Tower needed to be called something else because that ain't the real name of it. That's what the Indians are saying. Here we go right now. Hurricane Matthew is headed towards South Carolina.
Yes, no.
Currently, what are the wind speed of that?
140?
140, let's 145 would
Yeah.
be the exact answer.
Right there.
So is that that's category 4, isn't it?
It's a category 4. How many miles is it from Charleston as of yesterday?
400.
1,000 would be the
Oh, it
exact.
hadn't
Yeah, I got
gotten
my
over.
cousin, Rebecca Kessler. Rebecca and Justin Kessler's out there.
So
Is that where they are?
Brad's
Yeah.
had to come home.
Yeah.
They told them to have
Your
to
son
leave.
is what? They went over to Myrtle Beach, didn't
They
they?
have to leave
Man,
this
they don't
morning at
want-
11 o'clock. They're
You don't,
evacuating.
you don't want to be in Charleston when a bunch of rain comes through in the
Yeah,
market.
so low, isn't it?
Oh my God! And it's one of our
Floods
favorite
everything.
places, but I hope nothing. Hope it's not bad.
All right. According to USA Today this morning, Target is going to build some smaller stores and to get into some smaller cities. What is the typical square footage of a Target store?
12,000.
80,000 square feet.
50,000.
120,000 square feet. How much money is expected to be spent in America between November and December, according to the National Retail Federation, this year for Christmas?
100 million.
What'd you say?
100 million.
100 million.
That's a lot
100
more
million.
Probably a billion.
Triple wrong. I already give myself a triple
A
wrong.
billion. A billion.
650, almost $656 billion.
I was a
It
quadruple.
almost makes me want to throw up. You know, I mean, that really almost makes me want to throw up.
I'm
That's kind of
done.
That's a
sad.
lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
That's
an
just
insane
that's
amount of
blinding
money.
altogether, too.
I thought the economy was bad.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't sound like it, does it?
Hey, have you tried that virtual reality yet?
No.
I want
You
to
need
try
to.
that.
I haven't tried it either.
I
but
hadn't
it's supposed to be real great.
But you need to.
What's the newest thing from Google? USA Today this
Brand
morning.
new phone.
New phone.
No, a $79 VR headset is the newest.
That the new phone goes in.
Oh, new
They just
phone
announced the
goes in
phone
too, yeah.
yesterday.
You can see all this stuff. You can do 360, 2D content available. You can do Google
Imagine
Street
watching
View.
the Cooper show in
You can do
in VR.
150 virtual tours of great places like the Taj Mahal, a Country Rover deal, and everything else.
That would be
You
neat.
could-
That phone's only through Verizon, though.
You ever do?
Is it? I didn't know that. That part I never. Ooh.
Let me regain control of the
Okay,
program.
sorry.
It's
We're
okay
talking
with you
tech.
guys.
We're having our day.
They had the farewell yesterday to Arnold Palmer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who sang the song "You've Got a Friend."
Vince Gill.
Vince Gill is the right answer.
Okay.
How'd you know that? Did you watch it?
Because he was watching TV all night in the emergency.
Yeah.
Watching TV. Good answer,
You
dude.
had to do something, didn't you, Coach?
Well, they had it in the background.
All right, Jimbo Fisher called Auburn out for running the illegal play that cost Alabama another national championship.
Oh, Gus got mad about it.
Who?
Gus got mad.
Go put a sweater
Hurt his
on.
feelings.
How many days ago was it that Florida State beat Auburn in the national championship game?
How many days?
It was 2010. So.
About 2,000 days.
Zach,
1100
you're halfway right. 1,000 days
11 I
ago.
was going to say 1100. I almost got it right.
All right, Buffalo Bills. Who is their top paid player?
Their top, LaShawn McCoy,
Top paid player.
Marcel Doris.
Marcel Darius is back in action. He signed
That's what
a
they call it.
Dang,
contract
Marcel.
made him the most money ever for a non-quarterback in the NFL. The 6-year deal was worth how much?
$66
Too
million.
much. Too much.
$60 million was guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
And he's been
Gotta
sent
be
out for
100.
drugs.
$96.5 million.
He gets that even if he's on drugs?
He was on drugs. He's
It was
back in action.
guaranteed.
He's
It was
back. He's back in
guaranteed.
action.
He was smoking weed, wasn't he?
Wow.
Yeah, I think
Is
so.
that a drug?
Yes.
That is a
Depends on
drug.
what state you live
You're
in, whether
making
it's
that
illegal or
much
not.
money. Well, I guess if it's a guarantee, you do it.
He lives in New York.
That's all he was doing?
That's what I thought was what the drug test he failed was weed, but I
I
may
thought
be wrong.
he ate so many golden flake potato chips.
Well, if you saw that picture they just put up of him, he's obviously not under Scott Cochran's regime
He's holding it
anymore.
out
It was
right
at the
now.
game.
USA Today, a Tennessee volunteer question.
Wow.
All right.
All right, here we go.
It's all Roy.
The Vols have won 11 consecutive games. Somebody's streak's got to come to an end because Alabama holds the longest winning streak right now, 17. They're second. When was the last time the Vols were 5-0? What year?
Come on,
9
boy.
years ago.
1997.
2000.
2007.
19.
1998.
I said
that the year they won the
97.
national championship?
97. I wanted the exact answer.
98.
All right, here we go. Yesterday I did Al Sharpton's birthday.
Yes. Not as old as you
Celebrate.
think.
You know how old he is? He looks like he's 100. 62.
62.
Wow.
He looked better fat. He's 62
I agree,
years
Coach.
old.
Wow.
Look, he looked better fat. He ain't nothing but a head walking.
Looks like he's
But here's the real question. How old is Chubby Checker? Just had a birthday.
Chubby 79.
82.
85.
83.
91.
75. I interviewed Chubby Checker
Said 70.
in Tullahoma, Tennessee,
You did.
back in the late 70s. There wasn't 50 people there to watch him.
21st.
Y'all know his number one song, don't you?
The twist?
Hey, very good. I was if y'all knew that. Where is, well, let's go to some easy, harder questions. Easy, harder
Easy,
questions.
harder
Don't even-
Easier, harder? Okay.
Where is the newest Walmart distributorship center?
Mobile.
Mobile's right answer. How many others are in the South?
6.
One more. But
0. It's
Okay.
the only one in the
No.
South.
I thought the biggest.
Forbes just came out with the 400 richest people in America. Bill Gates is number 1.
You're 398?
About to be.
Okay.
What place is the next president of the United States? Donald Trump.
49.
He's probably 15th.
Triple wrong.
25.
Oh, okay.
People want to be
156th.
Well, he ain't got time to be president. He's got to make
He's
some more
only
money.
worth $3.7 billion.
That's sad. Isn't it?
Imagine that. You're worth that much money and it doesn't even make the top 20.
That's right. Who is the youngest billionaire in America?
Facebook
26
guy.
years old.
Zuckerberg?
No, he's
No.
4th. He's old, man. He's in his 30s.
Who was it?
Evan Spiegel, Snapchat.
Wow.
Who was America's, 100 years ago, who was America's first billionaire?
100 years ago?
Firestone. No, with
Close,
Carnegie?
close,
Ford.
close.
Rockefeller.
Rockefeller is a right answer.
yeah.
I know a man with money would only know that answer. Don't share an answer.
Man, he's an unhappy looking dude. Look at
I
that.
know. Could you smile?
Yeah.
he's trying.
All right. Here's a couple from New Orleans, 26 years old. Not related to Seth Williams, but they are supposed to be the healthiest couple in America.
Oh, my.
How many, you can show a picture of it, about how many million views do they have on their videos?
30 million.
I'll let you have it. 25 million views. Next
That's
guy,
gonna
They're
catch
just
it.
showing off.
not Seth Williams. Brazilian. Right now known as the monster locally, but cannot pick up women.
Oh, wow.
Why does he look like that?
That's-
Amputation is next in line if he doesn't quit doing what he's doing.
That's horrible.
Shooting up what?
Shooting up
something.
steroids.
Shooting up oil, a form of oil that is a known killer.
Why are you going to look like, come on.
Really?
Huh?
That ain't pretty.
Good grief.
Some shrugs.
So
I don't want to have to
ugly.
take my shirt off in here.
Please don't. Please don't.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, Brad. Come on, Brad.
Don't want me to have to take it off like that. I'm good on that rope.
All right, let's go.
What?
They got an oil.
What is one of the biggest?
Oh, Zack.
Zack.
Oh, come on, Brad. Oh.
Nice chest. What is some of the worstest problems cities in America are having with Canadian geese?
They're everywhere.
Poop is the right answer. On an average day, how much poop does a Canadian geese poop?
A pound.
A pound is right. A pound or more.
You just took
Way
the
to go,
lead in
Roy.
one question.
Huh?
All about goosies.
You know your geese, don't you?
I know how big.
I'm going to show y'all a picture of my newest
Don't
dog.
feed 'em.
Your newest
Huck,
what?
The biggest pit bull in the world
Dog.
has a 5-pound friend. How much does Huck weigh? He's the big one.
118.
120.
And he's got to weigh more than that. 250 pounds.
Let Zack have it 180. Can you imagine having him on a leash and walking him around?
No.
They sell these dogs all over the world.
He walks
He'll walk you
you.
around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach,
don't wanna
words of
feed
wisdom.
him.
I got one last
All
question.
right, this is for us single folks. Being single is not about loneliness. It's about loving yourself enough to wait for God's best.
There you go.
Oh, you
Zach,
poor thing,
I could
Zack.
say so many other things.
I know you could. Please don't say it.
Let it go, Jack.
Oh, let it go,
Let it
Jack.
go.
Let it go.
Read
Let
that
it go.
to me
Let it
one
go.
more time.
Oh, come on.
Being single is not about loneliness. It is about loving yourself enough to wait for God's best.
Don't
Even
do it.
Cody's biting
Don't
his
do
You
tongue.
gotta love yourself because
Don't.
ain't nobody else gonna do it.
Well, that's true. That's true.
And one thing about me,
What, Brad?
I've been
Come on.
single very few times in my life.
You can't go
That's
wrong
true.
waiting for God, Zach.
That's right. Amen.
God's timing, Zack.
Don't.
God's timing.
Just don't.
Let it go, Jamie.
Just
Come on.
move on.
I should have used that one.
I'm gonna call y'all a cuss word. And I want y'all to tell me
What?
what year it came
Please
from.
don't.
That's right. I'm gonna do it right.
Now, Coach may take offense to that.
Huh?
Go back to Zack.
It happens all the time.
Cody, you are a gouty leg nincompoop.
Now, Dan, you want to know what?
Nincompoop.
What do you want to know?
When did
I want to know, they researched thousands to the library of details on this right here. They kept
Okay.
all this stuff right.
Archives. Okay.
Hollow mouth. That means lack of teeth. That's a cuss word. What's a polecat?
It's a skunk, isn't it?
It's a lewd woman. And a cucumber is a husband of an adulteress.
A cucumber.
What?
What year, there's the book, what year, what,
Nothing better to do. You're
what's it gonna call y'all something ugly too, man? What year were these the most popular cuss words out there?
I don't even want to
1680.
read this book.
What?
1680.
Hey, I'm gonna give it to you. You missed about 100 years. 1583 would be the exact.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So D,
Wow.
Boy,
There
those
you go.
words were rough.
Wow, they were hardcore.
that's
They were
some foul mouth
serious,
individuals.
weren't they?
Can you say that on TV?
I guess I can.
Nincompoop.
Brad didn't have to bleep you for that one?
Yes,
On
they said-
this show, I don't get beat.
You don't. You're the man.
I do not get beat on this program.
It's good to
Yeah,
be Jamie
okay.
Cooper.
I'm a non-beeper. We'll take a break. Y'all,
Oh
hang
my
on.
goodness.
Y'all know what?
Oh, welcome back on this, goodness, what is today? Wednesday morning. All the silliness, I thought it was a Thursday show. Goodness. All right, you know what? It's 68 degrees. It's clear. A little bit warmer this morning than it was yesterday, but just a beautiful morning. The stars look great, too. If you need to go outside and find something good to, there's plenty to see out there. All right, high temperatures today of 88, full sunshine, so just enjoy today, tomorrow, and the rest of the days that look just like today. Looks like we've got a week of no rain yet again, so keep those sprinklers going. Unless your grass is already dead, don't worry about it.
I am the amazing Swami from worlds unknown.
Brought to you by Bill Matthews, attorney at law.
Right now, before we interview Cody, got some special guests in the studio. They're over in the kitchen right now. Carlos from New Orleans is
Don't
the
move,
Cajun
Carlos.
chef. He's going to feed 1,000 tomorrow here in our studio.
Well, he was in the kitchen until you said that.
A couple hundred, yeah. No, that other one's Carlos, too.
All
There's two
right,
Carloses
recovered.
there.
Imagine that.
Wall back over there. That's the other Carlos. He goes to church with us down at Lindsay Lane, sits over on the front row.
Carlos,
That's Carlos. And what's the other?
one.
Huh? Oh, okay.
Carlos and the old.
What's the other guy's name?
Josh.
Josh, okay. Josh
All right.
and Carlos, okay. Y'all gonna be here tomorrow cooking. We're gonna have a crowd. So,
They're
and
surrounded,
he got that
getting
Cajun
familiar.
accent. He is LSU fan.
Oh boy!
I'm predicting Florida's gonna beat LSU this weekend. Bama's gonna do a
Insult the
beat down.
cook right off
Bama's
the
gonna
bat.
do a beat down on y'all. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Shh, he won't come back tomorrow. Hush.
You better. You better. Yeah, okay. All right, let's go talk about Athens football. Man, another
Yes.
close one.
Oh.
Yep.
What happened?
We dug a hole to start the game again, down 14-0, and then 21-7 at the half, and fought back and took the lead, 28-24 with about 4 minutes left. And then Decatur scored with about 40 seconds left on a 42-yard pass, and then we took the ball down to their 40 at the end of the game, threw up a Hail Mary, and not as successful as Tennessee was with that, but Decatur made a couple more plays than we did.
All right, you in 6 weeks into the season here, 6 games. Kind of what you expected. I know you expected to win them all.
I
You
think
always
better than
do,
what
but
you expected, really.
You got a good group of kids.
We got a really good group of kids. We need to get a win, another one. It's losing stinks, and that's what I've been telling our players. I'm very, very proud of them. I couldn't be more proud of the effort that they're giving, but losing does stink. So at some point we got to be able to get over the hump.
So
Who you got for the rest of the season?
Well, we go to Columbia, or go to Milton Frank Stadium this week. Next week we'll go to Hazel Green, and then Austin comes to us week 9 for our last home game, and then week 10 we'll play at Huntsville.
You got some easy ones.
Every week. Every week.
Every week.
It's like the SEC.
Yeah. It's hard to believe, though, it's 6
Almost
weeks
over.
already into the season.
Yeah, it's hard for folks that are not in it to believe it, but you know, the more I do it, it's.
I ain't in it, so yeah.
But I mean, it flies by. You know, I tell every team I have that it's going to be over before you know it, and they don't believe it. But then I hear players after they've graduated, they come back and say, "Boy, it does go fast." Only have 12.
12. So you got.
We dress. We'll dress 84 guys, and we have 12 seniors. So
things look bright,
it's not many.
For the Athens Golden Eagles.
Well, I think so. You know, we just got to keep getting better every day. And like I said, though, eventually we got to get over the hump and learn how to win. And we're doing that on Monday nights, which I think is important. The JV team beat Decatur 23-20 Monday night. The freshman team's undefeated. Middle school 6-1.
Great.
And the JV is I think 4-2.
So Athens can basically expect 2 or 3 state championships here in the next couple of years.
No pressure at all.
Just a little bit of you rubbing off on what your days at UNA.
We're getting better, you know, and just the kids' attitude and the morale is really good for a team that's 1-5. Kids are working hard. Coaches are working hard. We've got a great staff that cares about the kids, loves the kids, and does a good job with X's and O's. So we're going to get there, and nothing worth having comes easy.
But you
so
see
we gotta go
improvement
through.
every week in the boys.
We do. It's not happening on the scoreboard, but it is. We can see it, and you know, I've heard a lot of positive comments around town. I'm sure there's negative as well.
Hey,
Thankfully, I've been shielded.
Nobody would talk about
Shielded from
great
that.
Cody
But,
Gross, man.
oh yeah.
At Lindsay Lane, I've not heard one bad word about you.
Well,
That's
stay at Lindsay Lane, or hang around a little while. It won't take long.
Well, listen, I know you need to go. Y'all have had a rough
Y'all
night.
be nice out there,
tell
all the
Karen,
coaches.
You know, wish her the best and get down and get some of that stuff Roy's got and fix
Yeah,
it
we
right up.
will have to do that.
All right. Good luck, and thanks for coming up every week, and we'll see you next week. Might see you
Especially
Sunday
this
at
morning.
church.
All right, you will.
All right, thank you, Cody. We'll
All right,
take a
thanks.
break, come back with Roy. Roy, tell us more how we can all stay healthy. Y'all, hang on.
Did you go to
Hey, welcome back. See you, Cody. Hey, y'all drink any of my coffee?
Oh, stay away
Y'all
from the
heard us?
coffee, boys.
That's Stiff Bull coffee. Yeah.
You put a horseshoe in it, it just stays there.
Put a horseshoe in it, all right. We're still trying to order that stuff. The FDA don't. Why is the FDA trying to block all the good stuff?
Because they don't want competition with the pharmaceutical industry. The FDA is 100% controlled by the pharmaceutical industry. They do not make any decisions without the pharmaceutical industry signing off on it, period.
Well, what we're talking about was that little episode we did last Thursday on that Stiff Bull. That's that new coffee that's come out, supposed to give you Viagra effects that last for 3 days.
Really?
I've sold so many pots of coffee in here. People walk down here, nicknamed them tripod. Anyway, Roy.
Please save us,
but the
Roy. What are you
FDA,
talking about
They've
today?
pulled some of your products before.
They
yeah, they have.
3 times now.
Diet
We've had
products.
products that competes with the Viagra industry, and the FDA will pull it, even though it's 100% natural, they'll pull it off the market. They're not going
big
to allow
bucks.
competition with the pharmaceutical industry. They're, like I said, anybody who don't believe me, check it out. They are 100% controlled by the pharmaceutical industry. Now, that's a government agency that's controlled by what? Big money. That's exactly what's wrong with the liberal party, the Democrat Party. They're controlled 100%. Hillary Clinton is 100% controlled by big bucks. If you want more of the same, vote for that woman. I think that'd be stupid, but that's exactly how I feel. Let's talk about your digestive system. There's a problem in America today, and it's called our food supply. Our food supply also controlled by who? The FDA.
FDA.
That's right. And remember, what does the FDA mean? False Data Administration. They haven't told the truth in so long they don't know what it is anymore. But your digestive system in America today is in terrible trouble because our foods are cooked, processed, preserved. Those three things alone are going to guarantee that people stay in the doctor's offices. People start out with belching, burping, bloating, and then they get that.
I'm doing
big
that now.
belly. Yeah, it happens.
So
And
I'm
that's-
not fat, I'm just bloated.
well, that's the truth for most men that look like they're pregnant, especially, and you don't have that problem, but you've seen men that you would swear if there was a woman that's pregnant, and that's the reason that's happening is they're not digesting their food, they're carrying around all that excess fecal matter, they got all kinds of bloating, like I say, and those problems. But there's something you can do about it that's natural. And there's a doctor out right now that's becoming very famous because not only do you feel better and stop all those problems, you lose weight. We're so convinced in what we're about to start that if people will do it, we'll guarantee that they will begin that weight loss process. And I'm talking to all you out there that's been trying to lose weight for years and years. Nothing seems to work. Listen, and I know you don't want to change your diet. There's a way to do it now without making such a huge change in your diet. Number one is you've got to have digestive enzymes. When we eat our food, 50% of the digestion is from the enzymes that's supposed to be in the food, but when you cook your food, you process your food, you preserve your food, they destroy all the digestive enzymes. Now, your gallbladder, your pancreas, all in the liver, you're trying to produce all these enzymes to break the food down, and what happens when it don't break it down in time? Belching, bloating, burping, weight gain, and then that big belly. Well, what you do is you take your digestive enzymes. No, it's not true. Beer is not as unhealthy for people in
Woohoo! That's the right answer.
There are worse things in moderation.
Yeah, it's not that bad for you. It's not near as bad for you as a soft drink. You don't have to get me on that. Everybody knows how I feel about soft drinks. But take a digestive enzyme. It's this simple. It's called super enzymes. You can get them right there at Herbs and More. You take one with every meal. I tell people take it at the end of every meal or in the middle of the meal because it mixes with your food and it breaks it down and you digest your food. Now you're absorbing more nutrition, so guess what? You feel better. But guess what else you do? You're not storing all that excess
Get rid of
food.
it.
The second thing you really need is you need to also be on the probiotics. Now, probiotics are the opposite of antibiotics. Now, antibiotic means against life. So before you let a doctor put you on another antibiotic, remember, he's giving you something that is absolutely against life. It kills all the good bacteria as well as the bad bacteria out of your body. And I'm not saying you should never use an antibiotic. Listen.
But if you take an antibiotic, you need to take the probiotic.
The probiotic, which means for life. Now, a probiotic is a bacteria, but it's a good bacteria that helps you break down your food, helps you absorb the nutrition from your food. And I'm going to tell you something. Every single person we've put on both those items right now are coming back telling us, man, I'm not bloated anymore. I'm not having all the gas and all those problems. I feel so much better, and I am getting smaller around the waist. Of course you are, because now your body is functioning the way the good Lord designed it to do. And of course, I do tell everybody right now, for sure, if you're not taking vitamin D 5000, you're going right smack dab in the middle of flu season and cold season. I challenge you, $20 for a 200-day supply. Try it and watch. If you'll take one of these little old bitty capsules every day, you watch. When everybody else has got colds and flus and sick, you're going to be healthier. And that's because you've got your vitamin D. Why do people get colds and flus in the wintertime? They don't get in the sun. So therefore, their vitamin D levels get low. It's as simple as taking 5,000.
What is your recommendation? They're all pushing these flu shots now. I never take one myself, but what do you recommend?
Never take a vaccine of any sort, of any type. I would not, to this day, take even a polio vaccine if it was a polio outbreak again. It is proven over and over again that they always release the vaccines just as the body has begun to overcome the disease. And they
B12 shots today and tomorrow?
Yeah, B12 shots today and tomorrow, $15 a shot, or you get 4 for $49. Come in and do it for 2 or 3 weeks, and it will absolutely make you
Also, if you have children and they're on antibiotics, you can put them on a probiotic.
Absolutely.
That's so
We got
important,
children's
too.
probiotics
Yeah.
that taste so good, the kids think they're eating candy.
And it's good to get that good stuff back
Well, I
in your
certainly
body.
need not to be bloated. I thought I was just fat.
I can't
Oh my
wait
goodness.
to see what happens with the stiff bull, though. Is that what it is?
Yeah, stiff bull. Yeah, we're going to get us some.
Y'all let that
And
go.
congratulations on a good month down Herbs and More.
We absolutely thank y'all, all the people that support us. We had the absolute best month in the history of our company, and we're tickled for all you people that trust us, and it's getting healthier.
You've been
I'm
there a
telling you,
long
word's
time.
spreading. People who take our supplements get healthier, period.
Yeah, well, I need to get off of that. I need to get off of that bloated stuff and that everything else. But
Yeah, digestive enzymes and protein.
y'all go see Molly and Abby and the whole bunch down at Herbs and More. I'll be down there getting my B12 shot this week. Coming up next, D. Lauderdale. I have no idea what he's going to talk about, but we'll find out in just a moment. Y'all,
Here he comes.
hang on. I gotta get the swing of things with my new mic here since my other one got a low battery or something. I'll have to get fixed.
Technical difficulties
I thought
get
I
you
was
every
just laying
time.
down just bloated.
Well, you know, there's so many things I could say that I'm sure Gloria would like the gas thing to go away, but I'm not going to say any of that.
Too.
Not as much as she would, I bet.
Oh, my.
I like to do that when I'm alone under the sheets.
Is that what that is?
Hey, you had a big speaking engagement.
Yeah, we
How'd
had
that
we
go?
had a big time. We had 30 spots available. It had 28 guys show up. Had a really good time, and had something said about me that I had never had said at a speaking gig ever.
Uh-oh.
I had 3 different people say it should have been longer.
Yeah, well,
That's a great compliment.
I know. I'd never when he told me that, he didn't understand why I was so surprised by being told that. I said,
people tell me every day, D, I wish you'd kick Gloria off the show where we could hear you speak more.
well, I mean,
You said
Clearly-
Jamie.
I'm sure you get those comments every time when you see people at
And a lot
Walmart.
of times I make those comments up.
See, I can't believe that you would make something up,
A lot
Jamie
of those times
Cooper.
I make those comments
There
up.
is no way.
What are you talking about today instead of talking
Okay.
about me all day?
We're always talking about ways guys could get better, and I've come up with 5 keys to be successful at anything.
Well, I need these. I need to take notes.
Yes.
Well, no, they're right up on the
Get these
screen,
down, Carlos.
and you got it. So here's the first one. See failure as a beginning, not an end. The older I get, the more I see that one is
Yeah.
important.
True.
The problem, though, is the world wants to make failure the end.
You
right.
have to fail. Everyone fails.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I
and,
mean,
and a perfect example of that
makes
is
you
trying to get venture capital funding. If you're trying to get money in the South to start a company, especially a tech company, and you've cratered a company before, it makes it tougher to get the money. But you go to Silicon Valley and try to get venture capital, and their first question is, well, how many companies have you run in the ground? Mm-hmm. They want to see that because they understand that the failure is super duper important to learning what it is. All right, and the next one was always do more than is expected of you.
Yep.
Always do more
Well, that's
than
an easy one.
That is an easy one.
That one is just effort, right? Just pure effort. But I've had a couple situations lately with different companies. One company did less than was expected, but then this morning I stopped at Starbucks coming in. I'm over there fixing my coffee after I get it, and I spill it. And it goes everywhere.
Oh.
Over the newspaper stand and everything. And I'm thinking, well, I'm about to
just
get
bought
buy
all of
30
them.
copies of the newspaper or something. They came over there, and not only did they gave me another cup of coffee, and I tried to pay for it, and they said, no, you don't have to. And I said, well, I'm the one that spilled it.
That's nice.
They didn't charge me for that. And then they said, the newspapers, don't worry about it. They were yesterday's papers, so it's no big deal, and they cleaned up everything.
Now that
Well,
was
for me,
above
that
and
was
beyond.
more than was expected. All right.
And
then
it
here-
proves you're clumsy.
we already knew that part. I mean, I told them, I said, let me get out of here before I make a bigger mess and I have to buy more newspapers. All right, so here's the third one. Teach others what you know.
Who would want to know what I know?
A bunch of people want to know what you know, Jamie Cooper.
Don't tell all.
I mean, right, you just got to be careful which parts that you tell.
My life's an open book. What do
Pretty
y'all
much.
want to know?
They usually ask us.
Text me.
Well, they can.
They know enough. That's right. Good one, Brad. We know too much.
But I was telling the guys at the
Okay.
speaking gig that I had last weekend about this. I said, really, once you get about 40 or 45, that's really when you actually have something to say. That's when you actually have some life experience and you got some things that you want to pass on. And you'll be amazed how many people want to know what you know. It's always, no matter what world, no matter what business that you're in. All right, here's my next one. Stop thinking and start doing. Kind of the world that I'm in. And
I'm a thinker.
No, you're not a thinker.
You're not a
You're a
thinker.
doer.
I used to be a doer when I was younger.
No, you're still a doer. No, you just don't do as much.
Next time you want to do something, I'm going to tell you to go think about it.
I already thought about it. That's why I won't do it now.
Isn't that good?
But guys are full of, there's so many guys out
Oh,
there
he's full of it.
that always just want to think about it. But I had I started a new email newsletter this past weekend. The first one went out, and I got an email from a guy that said he had taken it as a little bit of inspiration to actually start posting a blog that he'd always wanted to do. So he stopped thinking and started doing. All right, here's the last one. Never compare yourself to others.
People have a bad
Well, I do
problem
that in
with
church all the time. I look over at Carlos, I say, well, I know I'm a better person than he is.
Well, and what you also think you got to
There's
stop
no
doing.
truth in that.
You got to stop counting the number of people on your pew and comparing yourself to everybody else. Going, why can't y'all bring as many people in as I do? Because I
Just
know
be
you got your own
you.
pew now,
How
right?
do you know that?
I know everything.
How you know that?
I know everything.
I don't tell people to sit on the front row with me.
But that's your
Carlos starts
posse,
sitting
right?
somewhere else.
They only sit with us when we first invite them, but then they just seem to stay.
I tried to make him leave. I said, sit somewhere else.
But I mean, you're showing the power of the Jamie Cooper
I
brand.
didn't tell him to sit there.
But they're coming to be with the Jamie Cooper brand.
Well, yeah, I know that.
So I mean, they want
You want me to
to.
start sitting somewhere else?
No, you need. Have you always sat on the front row?
Yes.
Did you
Yes.
even sit on the front row with D's?
Yes.
Front row.
Really?
Same
Yes.
place.
I got to ask why. Why the front row?
That way I can hear everything.
Okay.
He really thinks they might drop the microphone and he'll
then
be able to
I'm
pick
next
up and
up.
take
Do you have to
over.
sit there and constantly hold him back
I'm
from running
next
up on the
up.
stage and elbowing
Hey, I got that
Dusty out
Lindsay
of the way?
Lane. Even when
Full-time
we would
job.
visit with Dusty over the last 3 or 5 years, Don, you back me up on this.
I'm kidding.
We sat in the same place. We'd come in, sit there when Manny was just a baby.
like sitting up front.
We would sit up front in the
Yeah.
same seat we sit in now. I didn't invite everybody else in there. Matter of fact, I've encouraged them to sit somewhere else.
But they're just,
The front row's getting
they're-
crowded.
The front row, they're out down there with Jamie.
I got a movie star,
Danny,
a pizza owner,
Joe.
Who's
Pizza
also-
legend.
who's the world famous Joe's Pizza.
Right.
And he's also with Snoop Dogg. He hangs out with him in Los Angeles.
Martha Stewart.
What?
He just shot a video with them.
With Snoop Dogg?
Martha
Hey,
Stewart.
Snoop Dogg, he said, was the very first person to be quick to pray before their meals, and
Right.
he
Snoop
was
Dogg.
really, really
Smoked
a nice
blunt
guy.
about that long, but yeah.
Not in front of him, but he did.
He just got back 2 weeks ago from Hollywood.
I did not know that.
I let him
Well,
miss
good for
Sunday school.
Joe.
Yeah.
Wow. So he's out there hanging
Listen,
out with
I'm
Snoop
inviting
Dogg.
y'all, if y'all want to come and sit on the
See?
front row with us, Lindsay Lane Baptist
See?
Church, we got several front rows.
There's always room on the front row.
Y'all can always sit behind me. Bump Abby
Is
out
there
of the
any
way.
room left on your row? Is
No.
the
No,
question.
our row's full.
All right.
Right
well,
next
see,
to us, yes.
Our row is full.
See, back in the day, back in like the 60s or 70s, when there would be a revival at a Southern Baptist church, it was always pack a pew night, and your job was to pack your own pew. That was how you
Oh,
were.
really?
Yeah.
Well, if all
So,
those members of Lindsay Lane that were actually members showed up, they'd all be full.
That's true. That's true. So Jamie Cooper, pack
Haven't
a
been
pew.
there in a while. You need to come
Has Dusty
back.
put a reserve sign on you for you
You know what I'm
on
about to. Reserve.
the Jamie Cooper posse?
If someone's sitting in a seat, I'm like, shh, 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 sit behind them. Shh.
Oh, I got a good story about that, but I'll tell it another day about sitting in someone's seat.
Wait till I get my
Let it
book
go.
out where I can have a book signing down there.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
But that's-
When are we going to write your book?
I don't know.
Forget
I only
it.
want 50% of the profit.
I don't know.
Forget
And
it.
I'll help
time to
you.
go.
You
got
Time to
anything else to
go.
say?
Time to
No,
go.
what
Hey,
more
we're
do you need?
cooking tomorrow. We're feeding everybody. Y'all come on up here. Out of Ardmore, the best Cajun food
Cajun
you ever
Connection.
ate free. You'll
What
be
time
in
we're
here
going to
tomorrow
eat?
morning.
What time we start
We're going to be
eating?
cooking about 6:30.
No.
Okay.
No car
Let's
tomorrow.
go. We gotta
Just
go.
Cajun food. It's
Everyone
my
have an
show. I
awesome
own
day.
everything.
See you tomorrow.
tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.